Hello, and welcome to web development tutorial site TechSith. Um, we are a simple, intuitive tutorial home. As you probably noticed that there are lots of tutorials out there that want you to use some complex tools and you know make you go through a lot of tool learning before you even get to the web development. What we have discovered that uh, learning should be fun and it should not require a lot of tools. So we have devised something very simple and you'll see. Okay, so this is tutorial number one. Okay, who should watch this tutorial? Somebody who's starting out and want to learn things from web development from very basic, or if you're at mid-level or advanced, but you're still missing some um, basic knowledge. As web development is such a complex field. There are so many things that you need to learn in order to fully understand it. And sometimes, as a programmer, you go off and do something, but you never actually take the basic understanding. So this would help you clear up um, some of the basic understanding. So next thing is, what are we gonna do in this first tutorial? Um, we'll talk about what technology to use, how to get started, and we're gonna build our first simple tutorial using HTML and CSS. CSS is cascading style sheet. We'll talk about it later, and we're gonna discuss the topic for the next tutorial. What do you need to get started? You need a computer, obviously, which you already have if you're watching this tutorial. You would need to download a browser. Chrome or Firefox is preferred. If you have Windows Internet Explorer, that works as well. However, I would strongly recommend downloading Chrome or Firefox because they are development friendly browsers. Okay, and you don't need big hosting like GoDaddy and um, you know complex tool like Adobe's development tool or any other freeware. I'm gonna show you something very simple and fun. Okay, let's get started. Okay, what you need to do is go to this site called jsfiddle.net. JSFIDDLE.net. What it is, it's a website that provides uh, a test environment for writing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript all in the same page and testing the result. Okay, so let me just without any further ado, let me just show you a simple way of doing it. I'm gonna write something here, div hello world, div. Okay, div is an HTML tag. In HTML, you have a opening tag that is covered by this less than and greater than sign, and then you have a closing tag, as you can see. And closing tag has this extra slash in it. So everything in HTML, you have to have an opening tag and a closing tag. This is one element. And this is a content that we write in between the divs. Div is a very important tag that you're gonna learn. You're gonna be using a lot of it. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna click, after writing this, I'm gonna click here, run, and as you can see, this is our result page. This is where you see the final result. You write something here, click run, see the result. Simple. You don't need any complex tools to do this. Okay, now we're gonna add some style to it. We're gonna make this hello world color red. How do we do that? For that, we're gonna write style equal to, I'm gonna do double quote, open and close, and in between here you're gonna write color colon red, and then semicolon. What it's saying is a color is a style name or style tag, should I say, and the red, it's the value. You can write here green, yellow, and you can even do hex value representing a color. Now let's run it and see if it works. All right, you can see it's red now. So it works. However, writing style here is a very bad idea. What if you have 20 different styles here? You can make it the color, you can change the color, you can change the background, you can put the borders, you can do a lot of things. If you do that, then this area gets cluttered and you don't want to, it becomes hard to read. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove this here, and I'm going to write in this area, simple, I'm going to say color colon red. And I'm going to run it. It did not take it. Why? Because it doesn't know where this color needs to be applied. So we need an identifier. For that, we're gonna add an ID here. We're gonna say ID equal to message. By the way, this is called attribute. So for any tag, you can add many attributes. Okay. So this is one of the attribute called ID. So we give this element an ID. Now we need to say that this ID I need to apply this color to. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, for ID is in the CSS world, the cascading style sheet world, is a pound sign. And I'm gonna open curly bracket and close. And in between I'm going to write color red. So what it's exactly saying is pound represent ID, and this is the name of the ID, and it's saying is anything in between this curly bracket, apply that style to this ID message. Now let's check if it works. Yep, it works. Okay, I can add some more style here. All I have to do is like this. In this line I'm saying apply border 1px. What is 1px? It means 1 pixel. So what I'm saying is add a border around hello world with width of 1 pixel. Let me run this. it did not add any border here. Why? Because it doesn't know what kind of border you're talking about. It doesn't have a default border style. So we're going to add border style called solid. Now let's run it. It added a border, solid red. But if you can see, the border covers the entire area of this page. Imagine this would be your page when you work on a real web page, and it's covering 100% of the page. And what you need to do, let's say you wanna only up to here, maybe like a 200 pixel. How do I do that? I'm gonna have to change the width to 200 pixel. So I'm saying width, make it to 200 pixel. Let's run this. Works perfectly fine. I can even change the height, but I can say height equal to 50 pixel. I spelled correctly. Okay, now we changed it to 50 pixel, but what I really want is this hello world to center vertically. If I want to do that, I don't really want to add this way because HTML doesn't have a proper vertical align. And I'm going to show you what is the best way to do it. Instead of adding a height, I'm going to add padding. So let's first render this how it works without height. And then I'm going to add padding top colon. I'm going to add 5 pixel top, and then padding bottom 5 pixel. It added 5 pixel top and the bottom. Let's make this horizontally center. How do I do that? I'm going to say text align center. So as you can see cleanly how I always like to do some margin so that things look clean, so when you come back to look at the code again you can read your own code. It's a good practice. So that's pretty much it for the first tutorial. I know it's a lot to digest, so you should first practice this. And one of the good things about this site is that you can actually go and apply for an account. Once you have an account, you can save your work, and you can, when you come back to the site, you can just open as a link. So I'm going to save this work, and so it's saved. So this is my ID, user ID, and then it added this identifier. If I go back to my account here by clicking on the corner here, and I can see my dashboard. This is you can actually name your fiddle as well. If I want to open it again, I just click on here and it opens it. If you want to try this out, please go to this link right here. Go to my fiddle and then open it, and you can save it by forking it. If you click on this fork, it will, once you have your own account, you can actually save it in your fiddle account. Okay, and then there you can actually modify and play around with it. 90% of the next tutorials are I'm going to use this site because it's such an easy way to actually learn, as you can see. So please, if you have any questions, please comment it in the YouTube video and like it, and please don't forget to subscribe it so you can actually watch the next tutorial. Thank you.